The following motorbike road trip video series doesn't get off to the best start. There's going to be some blood and guts in the first few minutes, a visit to hospital, but it does get going over the next couple of parts. It turns into a rip-roaring trip through the Vosges mountains on a BMW M1000R. It's going to be great, it's going to be lots of history. But this first episode is more about the trials and tribulations of just getting going, while my poor dad takes a barrier to the face. Let's go. Oh, what a beautiful morning. We'd just woken up, we'd got the Eurotunnel for 6 AM for a nice bright start to head across Europe. And then this happened. This is not how I expected to be spending the first morning of our tour. Not made it out of the country. What happened? Yeah. Dad, can you sit down there? There's a side stand, just so it doesn't go the other way. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, it's okay, he's just dropped his bike. Is he okay? Yeah, he's okay. Thank you. We're just at the Eurotunnel and the barrier came down and hit my dad in the face and knocked him off his bike. No help needed. No, thank you very much. Took some photos. Right, excuse the slightly bewildered, sweaty look. It has been a hell of a morning that has ended up with me having to go to hospital with my dad because he had a bit of an accident this morning, so he's not with us. But what is happening, he's fine. What is happening is I'm now about to go to Europe for 3 nights on my own. We're going to go to the Vosges mountains for 2 nights, then over to Germany. So I'm going to show you some of the historical sites of the Vosges mountains, hopefully some of the beautiful scenery, some of the amazing roads, hopefully, get some nice photos and footage to tempt you to go there next year. And I'm going to be doing it all on this 207 horsepower Super Naked that's about to fall on top of me. But anyway, the immediate plan is to get off the train in Calais, get fuel, because this is thirsty and only does about 120 miles to a tank, and then basically crunch out some miles, get some food, lots of petrol stops. I'm not going to show you much of that because it's reasonably boring. It's about 5-6 hours down to the Vosges mountains. Got a nice Airbnb lined up, and I'll probably see you there or do a montage. We love a montage, just like I love my wings, so I lick them. You can use them as a bottle opener, it's quite cool. So we're on the tunnel now, I'm heading to France, takes about half an hour. I am not the only person on a BMW though, perhaps unsurprisingly. Got some R9Ts. This person wins an award for going touring on a Suzuki Katana with a 2-litre fuel tank. That's brilliant. This person's also a hero because they're on a Triumph, and there are some GSs down there. Won't bother with that. Anyway, no. But yeah, so here is M1000R in my touring setup. So just for you people that are interested, all 2 of you, I've got a 20-litre Krieger tail pack as a tank bag. I've got my Garmin Zumo XT2 there. And then I've got my big old Krieger rucksack, which is actually quite heavy. I've got my laptop, drone camera and all that stuff in there. I've got my Risha Armada jacket, so I'll be waterproof on the top half. And I've got jeans on and some waterproof over trousers for the inevitable rain. There we go, look, we're moving. So smooth, I didn't even feel it. And now for what I think is one of the best feelings in motorbiking, emerging from the steel womb of Le Chateau's corporate greed and money grabbing, but quite useful service, and emerging into a free Europe. No, hang on, wait. This is not a party political broadcast. This is a motorbike channel. Getting off the train in Calais with a sat-nav set for 362 miles away and just smashing out some miles. I'm going to be excited for the first hour, and then my arse is going to hurt, and I'm going to need a jambon baguette. I started my GoPro way too early. This is a very long womb. Born on 2 wheels into a misty French world, you can keep your placenta, stick it in the fridge. It's already raining. But brilliant, this is the exciting bit. It is raining. I'm going to stick my waterproof trousers on already. Boo! Well, I do need petrol. I've only got 100 miles of fuel, so not even 100 miles, 60 miles of fuel. Let's go fill up, get dressed into waterproof stuff, and hit the péages.
I hit the péages only about 4 hours later than planned. As you can see, I was using the Garmin Zumo XT2's weather radar just to check it wasn't going to rain the entire trip, and spoiler alert, it didn't. It got up to 35 degrees later on. But at this point, I just wanted to bash out the next 350 miles and get to the fun bits as quickly as possible with the following couple of stops.
Right, we're coming up to the first péage of the trip. If you don't know, these are toll booths in France where you either take a ticket or give them money with your card. And either way, on a motorbike, it is slightly faffy because I've got my winter gloves on, I've got my waterproof gloves on, and if you do anything in these, I don't know, trying to pick a ticket or pay with a debit card feels like you're trying to wank a mouse off wearing gloves made out of a rhino's foreskin. But anyway, let's see how we go. Take ticket, stash somewhere where you don't lose it and where it won't get soggy, and that was easy. That wasn't one where you had to pay, and then the barrier opens and then you get to have the fun of going quite fast. Jesus Christ, this bike's quite quick. That's a péage. Be prepared. Have a credit card. I've got a credit card in my tank bag, and then it's not very much faff. Or you can get one of the péage transponder things, but I've never bothered because I always forget to do it.
Now, I still hadn't had lunch at this point, so I stopped for a quick fuel stop at Jambon Baguette, as I promised myself. My dad had let me know that he'd been seen by a doctor, he'd had his nose stitched up, his bike had been recovered, and he was on his way back home to Norfolk. Me, though, I was doing this. Okay, we're about 70-80 miles in, I think, to the trip. That GoPro has already succumbed to the bar vibes of the M1000R. And this is one of the vibiest bikes I've ever ridden, handlebar wise. It feels like they're mounted directly to the valves. But anyway, one of the features that I do love about the Garmin Zumo XT2 is that you can make it basically look like a car infotainment system. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got my notifications from my phone coming out, but I've also got my podcasts on, so I'm listening to a bit of Al Murray doing Second World War podcast chat. Weird ways of making you talk, and it's such a good way of passing the time on these long motorway stints. Stick some music on Spotify or stick some podcasts on and just crack on. But anyway, I still have many miles to do. How many miles? It's a slightly depressing number, 296. Should probably get on with it. Cruise control on the M1000R is an absolute lifesaver because it means I can just relax. And tailgate Jaguar XF Sport Brakes, don't do that. Right, 170 miles left to go. Things are going reasonably well. Bonjour, ça va? Ici ma billet. I am slightly losing my mind. I'm quite tired. I've been going 12 hours now. Right, there's a card. €2.40. Right. Does sound effing amazing. Right, where am I? Right, quick positive mental attitude update. We've only got 67 miles left, so I've done 300 miles in France today, another 80 in the UK, so coming up to 400 miles. My bum is not that bad actually, as long as I stop and have a little rest every now and then, every kind of tank of fuel, it's actually okay. I think I'm slowly becoming BMW M1000R shaped. Now everything is going wrong today, apart from what happened this morning that made me 6 hours late. Everything attached to the handlebars of this motorbike has died, by which I mean my GoPro Hero 8 Black needs the battery pulling out and resetting. I think that is vibration related because it does it on a Toino V4, and that's got slightly vibey bars as well. The certain frequency of the vibration kills that off. And sat-nav, the Garmin XT2 screen, touchscreen, completely dead. So luckily, if I turn it off and back on, it goes back to the route I already had set. So I'm a bit stuck for the next 2 days of the tour, unless I can somehow beam routes or destinations to it and from my phone, from the Tread app, and automatically make it go to them. But when I've beamed stuff to it before, you then have to press menus to get to it. So I think this is the last day I'm going to be able to use my Garmin, and that's only because I've got it pre-programmed when it wasn't broken. Why? Why have you done this to me, Lord? But I've got my phone. I'm going to rig up a charging mechanism for that, or I might try the BMW navigation app, see how that goes for tomorrow. But yes, it's you know, these things happen. It's just a bit, it's just one of those challenges, isn't it? You've got to roll with the punches and adopt a positive mental attitude. I'm going to get to Airbnb about 8 p.m. and I'm going to stop for some dinner just before then. Luckily, the Frenchman that owns the Airbnb has been very helpful. So yay! Tour is going wrong. This is the most wrong a tour has gone, apart from the ones where my friends have crashed their motorbikes. But hey, I'm on a motorbike, it's sunny, I've got 210 horsepower. How badly can things really go? No, I shouldn't have said that. Where's some wood? I need to touch some wood. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully when I've got some form of Italian bread cheese disc. Well, this is it. This is the edge of the Vosges mountains. I've just seen the sign saying I'm now in the Department de Vosges, and there's a hill with a church on it, and it's very pretty. I can't wait to go exploring tomorrow. Find a few things I've been wanting to see, some historical bits and pieces, and just generally enjoy being in this lovely, lovely part of the world with two wheels. Yeah. It's a golden hour, got a peaceful sunset behind me in the mirrors, and even this dual carriageway has got some twists and turns around the contour lines of this mountain. It's like Mother Nature has laid a string of beads out of her bum and we're following it. It's been a long day, can you tell? I'm a cat's whisker away from the Airbnb. I'm deep in the Vosges mountains now, and my god, the air smells so fresh. So fresh. I think it took about 6 hours from Calais to get here. I'll look at the mileage and I'll talk about that in a bit. But I just need to get some dinner before I go to the Airbnb. Doner Kebab, that's shut. Is this pizza place was on my list, and look, there's a load of motorbikes here. They are German, yeah, German bike friends. Shame they've got, at least there's one Africa Twin, an 850 GS and a Yamaha Tracer thing. Knackered. Right, let's go get some food.
What a bloody day. Oh, you're all smeared in flies.
This video series does get better and more motorbikey, I do promise you, but here's a pizza.
Right, I've just had a rather delicious pizza at the Giraffe Pizza House, where they have Satan's testicles, aka olives, on every single bloody pizza. And now I'm on a good road, I want to go fast, except it's getting dark, I've got my tinted visor on and I forgot to put my earplugs back in. And the wind noise is not good, but how good's this? The Garmin is now showing me a message saying, go and download some road safety data from our website. And I can't get rid of it because the screen is unresponsive, so that's just there, and I can still see at the top when I'm going to get to my place, but now I've lost most of the screen because of that silly message. Hooray! Yay for technology! My old Garmin was fine, this one is not. Look at that, nice big door. Right, I think this is it on the left here. Oh my goodness, look how pretty this place is. I think it is. I think it's here. Let's see if a man called Alain Prost comes to greet me. It'd be funny if it was Alain Prost. I think his name's just Alain. Not a LAN party, although that'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? Let's see. Oh, look at it. So many dead flies. My M badge. Well done, Steve. You've only slightly ruined me rectally. But hey, we all like a bit of rectal ruin at some point, don't we? This'll do. This'll do very nicely. It's very quiet. Bonjour, Alain.
Sorry I'm late. Right, I've finally made it. I've checked into the Airbnb, I've unpacked, and I'm sorry you've got a slightly sweaty man in his base layers, but hey, I've changed into shorts and flip-flops, and my god, does that feel good. Anyway, that's a painful day over and done with. And it only gets better from here. And can you hear that? You probably can't, but I'm just in the middle of the hills and it's just crickets and it's lovely. Now the bike is parked securely under here. Let's see, you're not going to see anything because it's so bloody dark, but let's get the stats from the day. M for mother, M for my arse hurts. Right, that's, yes, I need to fill up fuel tomorrow. There's not a petrol station for miles. But anyway, that's tomorrow Tim's problem. Let's look at the stats for today, not that one. So I left my house
got about 16 hours ago. And you see I've been riding for 6 hours 50 today. I've done 688 kilometers, whatever that is, and I've averaged 43.4 mpg.
Right, I'm losing light, but yeah, I was cruising today at about 85 miles an hour, and on the M1000R, that puts you just over 6,000 RPM, and the fuel economy there is about 39, 40 mpg. And as soon as the road slowed, and it was 110 kilometre an hour limits everywhere for the last 100 miles, I sat about 70 miles an hour. And that improved fuel economy massively by dropping 10 miles an hour. I don't know if that's just wind resistance or if it's the shift cam system not being on the hotter cam. I don't really know. All I know is that I've still had a great day. Being on a motorbike on your own, it's been good for the soul. I've not even been listening to the music for the whole 6 hours. I listened to a few podcasts, but then my phone went flat. So yeah, just me, my thoughts, a bit of dodgy singing in a German accent, and the real tour will get started tomorrow morning. So I'll see you then. I'm gonna go and have a shower. I'm probably a bit stinky.